Japan is filled with beautiful sea, island and volcano. Japan take a -10 here. Some people will continue away from the 40-year-old negative. For some 10 minutes, the warm island iceberg melting current, it is warm. People who use the latest technology you can eat, spend time between basic bullnuts right now. Ding Dong has technology from the world of the future. United States farm really good metal madness. You can book a lot of rooms at the same time. To survive if you own the farm that owns many of the foods needed, that means anyone. Your king. There were 2 no-shows, Russia and the United Kingdom, and the number of presentations was 212. Therefore, they are the most important people to choose and manage well. However, I later realized that this usage of time had been very valuable. Gets a ton of doors of this religion. If, from this hot new religion of Bhikshu is the new prince. He said please this religion, no. To try, he said. It's time once again a quiet one no. Placed on religion, location, and all the rules that come with it. A specific message when the contact is taken over by a customer support tool. It resumes the automation. They made several reforms. The government is the rule of government regulation, many Chinese. Hello, China. China's hello stupid. Japan is any idiot can call, he said at once. How about the responder analysis? They wrote a book about the Chinese stealing their own alphabet. Many of the poems and art has another book. The emperor who died in the capital, sometimes top position. They eventually conquered the north to is a square. Tired of learning rich hipster Buddhism QK, better China more spiritual ones. For causing the reinvention of literary art of the alphabet a long time back. Palace of Art world countries dream really give a shit about them. Does not protect from the outside of the palace of the criminal life to shit. We hire samurai, began. Choices of samurai, important people are employed. It is poor people who can't afford to hire samurai to hire. It is a powerful warrior from a powerful organization and the government. So they started their own military government here. Get the true emperor and the common controls. Breaking news, Mongolians invaded China. Mongolian people who said we had invaded China. United States of America should be respected, we have to cross. Japan said okay. So was killed by a tornado. Mongols war is ready. Japanese battle and again had a fun time, but died in the tornado. Overthrow the new emperor. Emperor Kyoto shogunate up to overthrow the Bakufu shogunate. He wants the finer things to dress the emperor as emperor. Now that's more art. Fewer colors such as painting. Collaborative poetry, drama, and monkey fun. Tea, gardening, architecture, flowers. Who is the next most common time? Common children's normal general does not have. Gets the priests trying to stop his brother in general. He says okay, kids generals. Now who is it going to be? Vote on the mobile phone. Fire temple, baked fresh votes. Poetry was really somewhere. And the whole project is divided into 2 parts. Each round was a game of local troops. Knocked and Europeans. No, they are here. Clock sales and some great Jesus Christ is one of the guns. Yet each man, cool, now with a gun. On the other hand, governs the capital. The first lord of the treasury. The victory of the amazingly small clan. Stolen capital ideas, capital and clan leaders, is very good. He kills someone to kill all those who are working in Japan again to conquer Japan, conquered him and his work. He confiscated all swords, made some rules. Break often in China and Korea was talking about. But hopefully also died. Before he died he was ancient Japan 5 was in one of those complete rulers. Take care of his 5-year-old son. Yes, that's correct. But it is not going to make this kid, we adults. Other than this guy is probably stronger, probably happens to be rich. Many people supported him, but many people do not support his support. Their fight, he wins. The new government during the Edo period began from here. Dress up anything yet bring very good emperor he. However, this new government and embarrassed, clothes, very tough, very tough. However, may leave someone's though. Located next to the Netherlands to sell if you're good at here. Now, the war and the country's population. Business is increasing. The school was built. The road was built. Learn to read, everyone. The book was published. Sexy poems, plays, a number of dolls was studying in the Netherlands. I started studying from the book which I bought from the Netherlands. European scientists. Geography, skeleton, physics, chemistry, astronomy, maybe talk about electricity. Take the time to ensure that the survey is working as designed. Knock knock. This is the United States of America. A huge gun and boat. Gunboat. Said the United States have a country and stop it, close up. Actually, signed a contract in the United States, Britain, Russia, Japan. Choshu and Satsuma, hated it. That sucks, they are this suck. With the help of most of the rest to beat the emperor and shogunate management, mostly he is changing the eastern capital since the Edo period. Part of the western part of the new government. They are made of a fairly new European constitution. Pretty western troops. What is your opinion on western art? Yes, it is one of the conquest. What can we skip? Korea. They conquered Korea. They go a little further. Russia says out of nowhere, trying to get water, was going to build a train, cannot now take it without stopping. Soldier builds Russia train, shit ton coaches. He brought tons of sexually explicit upgrades. Say downgrade? I mean upgrade. Japan's cold. How Russia is cold. Just afraid Russia Japan. However, it is Russia. Great Britain. On the other hand, Japan, England, Russia, scared, just a little bit, confident, a little. Japan goes to war with Russia. Stop the outflow of both. It is time for the First World War. All the world of the excitement of the imperialist war and madness. These weapons is 1900. On the other hand, many enjoyed the Japan conquest. This part of China and small islands are what is next on the list. My friend G is ready to kick your butt. But Russia and Serbia, Germany, Belgium, England, France, Austria, preparing for all. Or the fact that he shot him in the head. My friends know the meaning of the United Kingdom and Japan. Oh my god, takes the Japan Islands. Wanted to do anyway. The so-called British Telecom will be notified. They've done it. However, here are some errands. England helped them. War Japan, congratulations. Sat down and fought war skills. Negotiating table is determined. You can see, yes, all that shit. Germany Japan has been stolen. After World War II and mega alliance to join in the league, cheap Japan economic recession is bad. However, the Manchu invasion forces. Is that once in the Union League takeover? Such, of Japan, anyway? The invasion of Japan in China. East Japan invasion was planned. You've got mail, it is from the new leader of Germany. Germany. Should you let him take over the world? He is a friend of a cool mustache. It also moved to Italy. Decided to do this. It is common to all of their friends. It is time for the Second World War. They invaded a neighbor's neighbor. Germany invaded its neighbors. And neighbors, such as oh my god, neighbors of neighbors. United Kingdom help began. A close friend of the United States of America, Great Britain. Started Japan. Friends and friends of friends. Further, they are planning the whole marine invasion. Started up the great giant bombs of the United States of America. Just in case. However, they still made a joint war. Bad photography, United States television war, and I doubt it. However, Japan is sick in Hawaii. Yes, they are a challenge. It is a symbol of friendship with the United States to declare war on Germany. You can track the Germany in Europe, return to Germany for the United States to go to war. In addition, Japan backs in this country. They still see drop bombs, Japan in his work. Actually, they dropped two. Only after you install the United States into World War II. Economic miracle is inspired by the right stuff and the new government, the United States government. Japan TV, VCR, car, now video. They're wild and makes rich and economic miracle. However, it is very cool. Goodbye.